Marley on the drum.
This is Friends with Good Intentions, the very last episode. So, what, 9-10 episodes in, we're done. But anyway, my name is Michael, and don't worry about nobody else's name.
Friends.
Yes, friends.
Negroes.
Yes, I'm going to turn some of y'all up just to make sure y'all Gucci. And then once y'all get to laughing, y'all going to get louder, but that's okay. So, would you like to open up with your question, ma'am?
Sure. So, if your partner is not okay with you having friends of the opposite sex, would you drop those friendships or not be friends with those people anymore? Why or why not?
Yeah, I think I can be the first one to jump on that, right? And I think that your significant other has to have context. I also think that you should have been able to, deliver that to them, right? Like, you take, myself, having a friend for 6 months to a year, right? Clearly this person is, maybe new to my relationship with me and my lady. I can understand how she would feel like, things may make her, uncomfortable or whatnot. But if I've had this friend for 10, 15 years, I've probably already given you the understanding of okay, this is what this person is to me. This is what they mean to me. So it's like, I think it would be very hard for me to give up on a friend that I've had for years on years, vice it's a short-term friendship. Because I think that when a significant other can say, hey, look, I don't want you to be friends with that person, speaks to either insecurities or something that they have a vibe or energy about that's not right. And I think you got to find the in-between, on that, because do you think that they're fucking or something like that? My bad, I'm sorry to be direct, but but is it the genuineness of the friendship? Because if it is long term, maybe that person knows you more than your significant other does, and that may intimidate them. So it's just a lot more context needs to be given to the question of the circumstance to really understand where they're coming from.
After you, sir.
Man, damn that. Look, man, this was my partner before you got here. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't be insecure about, someone that was here before you. More than likely, I introduced you to them. So why are you threatened by that person? That's my mindset on it. Now, anyone new, okay, that's a different discussion. Hey, we need to talk about this or whatever. And vice versa. If she gets a new guy friend or whatever, yeah, we need to talk about this, because ain't no new friends, baby. Ain't none of that. So,
but old friends.
Yeah, old friends. Oh no, it's no discussion. Yeah. She was here before you.
Is that both sides or just your side?
No, that's both sides.
Ma'am?
I think it's important to have friends of the opposite sex, whether you're single or in a relationship. And I hate that
they introduce you to the hoes. Hell yeah.
But I hate that people who say, if you're in a relationship, you can't have friends of the opposite sex. That means the only value we see in the opposite sex is sexual.
Okay.
And so that's a problem for me, because men and women are able to have platonic friendships, and we need to be open-minded enough to want to seek out the other half's perspective and opinions and things like that. And you should be doing that with not just your friend, the women in your family, if you're close to them, your cousins, your aunts, your sisters, whatever, to get that female perspective, because, we're all very different in the way that we think. And so if all I have is a male perspective as a man in a relationship, we gonna bump heads a lot in this relationship, because I don't understand you. And I don't understand where you're coming from as a woman, not just as my woman, but as a woman in general. And so I need women to give me that perspective. And I need to, if my man can't control himself around other women to the fact
I gotta talk.
He can't control himself.
That I think you can't even talk to them or be friends with them, that's a problem. Like, I'm worried. And that's deeper than, your friendships. Now, I do agree with what they said, too. It matters if they were friends before we were in a relationship or after, because if it's like, oh, I got this coworker that I work with, so it's a new friend.
Right.
And like, hey, I met her or whatever, but y'all ain't friends. Y'all work together.
Yeah, we associates. We just know
y'all
each
colleagues,
other.
y'all associates. So like your old back in the day girlfriends, sure, absolutely. And I want to meet them. I want to know them. I'm not saying I got to be friends with them either, but just like, hey, that's who that is. Face to a name. Cool. They respect us. That's cool. But even still, it's on my partner to set boundaries with their friend and to enforce them. So I'm not going to be like, you need to cut that off. Because why can't you hold boundaries with people in your life?
So let me ask you this. What if there was previous intimacy? I'm asking all y'all, all three of y'all. What about if there was previous intimacy, but it was years before?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't even.
That'd be cool?
I probably wouldn't even talk to that person anymore. Honestly.
But I'm saying, hypothetically, you get involved with somebody and then they say, hey, this is my coworker or this is my friend.
That we used to fuck.
Well, they may not announce it that way, but what if you I'm going to go to the extreme.
Yeah.
What if you in a circumstance, she has a work party and you go to the work party with her and it's not a...
Her ex is at the work party.
Yeah, it's not a disrespectful vibe, but you can tell they get along more than just coworkers.
Well, now I'm questioning, why you fucking your coworkers, baby?
No, in the past, not last week.
Because they at work with me and it's convenient, and we did overtime. Damn, what questions is this nigga?
Damn, you're a serial coworker dater? Damn.
As long as y'all don't meet at work.
Guilty.
Jesus.
Yes,
nigga.
sir.
How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling good right now, bro.
I ain't talking about the alcohol. I'm talking about... Oh, Lord, this is the end of the episode. I want to call your name, but I can't call your name. So, sir. So, for yourself, if you was dating, say, hypothetically, you dating woman X, and she said, hey, this is one of my friends. We used to be involved, but that ended years ago. But we are still friends to this day. Would that be weird to you? How would you feel about it?
No, because
no, it wouldn't be weird.
It wouldn't be weird because I mean, no, it wouldn't be weird, and it wouldn't be weird because I've had that experience before, and I think I would understand, and I always give a lot of credit to how much do you know your mate, right?
Exactly.
And the thing about it is, like, I'm all for not living a life with insecurities, right?
Okay.
But really understanding, okay, how do I feel about this? And the chances are I'm always going to lean on the side of, I'm going to give you the opportunity because here's what people don't talk about, with relationships.
Okay.
Most of them end, but they end with some form of regret. And I wouldn't want my relationship to end because I had some type of insecurity or I couldn't deal with something in some form of fashion, right? So ultimately what I'm getting at is like those type of circumstances, man, they could, let's say my lady approaches me and say, okay, I had this friend, we were involved and blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't find my way through that, right?
Okay.
What is it in me that can't deal with that? Now, we can contribute, things to how do they interact or any, it's something that, that nature. Because do I know this guy? I'm assuming that I do, right? If you're introducing him as somebody that I've been involved with, before, hopefully I already know that, right?
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. I don't want to know your ex. I don't want to know her ex.
I agree with you, but I want you to
get
go.
it.
I do not want to know her exes.
I get it, but in the same note, okay, I'm going to give it to you like this. As a man or as a woman, right?
Yeah.
You do not want to be in a room. We're all in a room right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship with said person across the room, but they had some type of involvement with another person.
Let me know before I walk in the room. Yeah,
so,
don't have me looking stupid.
I'm talking
that
about
makes my point perfect, right? Because
go ahead.
I never want to be in a situation like that. And if you gave me that beforehand, I have more trust in you. And instead of me finding out, 2 2 months down the line, oh, by the way, blah, blah, blah.
I do agree with that.
There
Don't
you go,
put me
brother.
in a room with somebody and not that I'll be honest, I'm very insecure when it comes to being with a woman. I'm just being honest with you. Keep it
I'm with
funky.
you. I'm with you.
So I will say, if you've been intimate with somebody in this room and you knew beforehand, I do want to know. Y'all come here, punk, a bitch, whatever. I do want to know because I've been in a room with somebody. Not even me and her were currently intimate, but we had been in the past. And I don't walk in the room, and in my mind, I felt the energy of they don't fuck. Not recently, but they don't fuck.
Yes,
and I don't like that feeling.
But the thing about
I don't
that
like that feeling at all. That shit fuck with me.
100%, man. Because here's the thing: there's a stigma that it says women have intuition.
Shit, we do too.
We do too.
There's just no title for it.
100%, we do too. So it's like which
feeling. We got the feeling.
There you go.
Don't say that
because you know,
stupid.
You know what I'm saying.
You
and it's
like
like
announce, but just go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you didn't cut me off, brother. But it's like, which would you rather deal with? Somebody giving you the information up front. Listen, here's what relationships are built off of, right? It's not so much of like being reactive, right? And in regards to like, yes, it's proactive. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna let you know how I am as a person. Hey, look, I don't like that about what you do. Okay. Versus, hey, you've been doing this thing for the last 6 months and I really don't like it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, if you had to pick, if you knew in advance, you will respect that person way more than that person's, that gives you a circumstance or a situation that happened in the past.
Yeah, I'll give you a prime example. A friend of mine, this wasn't recently, but a couple years ago, and we hadn't slept together recently, but she said, yo, I'm going to the studio. I want you to, check out what I'm working on. Cool. Yeah, you don't know, but you already know. I want to say y'all name.
Right.
I used to do music and shit. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to go. I love the studio, blah, blah, blah. I get there, I'm chilling. And then somebody walk in. And again, me and him ain't got no beef. We cool. Yeah. But I could tell that something had happened. Not recently, but just in general. And I kind of was like, why you didn't, and not that she owed me an explanation because we weren't involved. Right. But it still felt weird to our dynamic, we was flirty but not inappropriate. And then more flirtatious energy walked in the room, and they kind of had the same dynamic I had, and it kind of killed my mood. And again, I wasn't trying to be with her, but just, we was kiki, and then this nigga walked in, I was like, yeah. It felt a little different.
But that's the thing though, right?
You felt the vibes or whatever the whole say.
Took the air out the room. You know what I'm saying?
It do, man.
And
because
like that.
Man, it's crazy, man. Because I feel like sometimes, man, I can be a little, on the deep end, of things. But I feel like vibes is the premise of how we operate as humans.
I hate that word vibes, but it's so applicable.
But, okay,
because I feel old when I hear it. That's all. I'm the oldest nigga in the room, so
I feel like it's rejuvenated though, because
it makes sense. Yeah, it just makes me feel old.
I get it, man. But I want to ask y'all a question.
Do you think?
And I don't want to violate man code when I ask this question.
Come on.
What is it that you see when you feel like the vibe is off? If, said woman is involved. So your circumstance, right? The man walks in and you see something. And I think maybe you answered this question already for me.
I said I'm insecure in general.
It wasn't that. It was
the energy change.
Do you think?
The energy, but you said it was the flirtatious thing that you were having with her, but then you experienced it with even innocent, but then you saw the same energy with said person.
I feel like a nigga stole my swag.
Yeah.
Being honest, I'm being real.
It might not even be that. It might be like she start doing a little bit too much now. She touching you a little bit too much.
Preach.
She laughing a little bit too hard at jokes now. It's like, all right, baby, that shit wasn't that funny now. Come on now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just
his knee ain't that. It ain't that moisturized.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, hold on now. Yeah. I got you.
I'm with both of y'all, and then it just. I'm just being honest. I feel like somebody stole a little bit of my swag. Like I'm not calling women bitches just for this conversation.
Right.
That's my bitch. And again, she wasn't my girlfriend. I'm just for the example. You know, almost took my bitch.
I mean, dog, we as a male,
like
dog, we're territorial,
Yes.
dog. Like
That's mine, even though you ain't mine. Because we wasn't
see,
nowhere
you toxic,
close
dog.
involved.
Because if she ain't yours, you can't do that,
Yeah,
dog.
but she invited me not under the premise of we're gonna fuck tonight, but I just you invited me.
You ain't finna show up to the party with me, and
then you invited another nigga.
Yeah, I got you.
Right, man.
How does that make you feel? As far as that, what would you describe that stolen swag or whatever you want to call it?
I'm with you. So it's like, okay, how would I be able to, to essentially detect that energy? Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's two things, man. It's the eye contact
with
and
the other
major energy.
That's major. Yeah,
it's the eye contact, right?
Her eye contact with y'all
Hers.
or
No,
with
hers.
the other
Watch
guy?
it.
Because see,
her
I don't
eyes.
know him, right?
Yeah.
But see, man, women, they move a little bit better with this.
Oh, they slicker than we are. We
yeah,
stupid.
absolutely.
You know what? Let's save that because I don't believe it's true.
We'll hold that.
Let's save that because I don't believe it. This is gonna be
We'll
great.
table that topic.
Yeah, let's table that topic. But I mean, so for me, man, it's the eye contact.
But I'm asking her eye contact with you or with him?
Her eye contact with him.
Okay.
And me. Right? Because so I'm gonna tell you what happens.
I'm listening.
Man, women, man, I'm giving away too much.
Man, get his game out, baby.
Listen, when they man, there it is right there.
Oh, he just needs to read it.
Exactly.
But I think that if, let's say, all of us are in a situation where there's a woman that we're, obviously into. Said guy walks into the room, right? We've probably experienced this before, or if not, something changes about her.
Her demeanor.
Because we're watching her, and more times than not, we'll catch the eye contact that she makes with said person.
Yeah, that'll hurt your
There
feelings.
you go,
Yes,
right?
sir.
It throws you off because she looks a little bit longer, or it's that look at them, look to the ground type thing. You can see her collecting her thoughts.
I wouldn't even say that. I think I could be wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I think
ahead.
some of the eye contact establishes a level of comfort. And when you too comfortable with somebody that I don't know about, I don't like that.
I've never experienced that because I would say that I feel like if I'm involved with a woman,
Okay.
and another guy that she's involved with walks in, she doesn't feel comfort in that moment. It's let me gather myself.
But
right?
what if she look comfortable with that nigga? You figure out that she done been
Immediately, it's not comfortable.
No, not initially. No, hell no.
Yeah. But most women, okay, I'm gonna say this. If
Yes, sir.
she feels immediate comfort with the guy that walks in the room, she don't give a fuck about how you feel.
I disrespectful than a motherfucker.
It's very disrespectful.
As a motherfucker.
If you fucking with Shawty, you've been all up in her ear buying the drinks and
That
doing
boy
all
open on
this,
your face
and
and
when
shit.
a nigga walk in the room and she walk right over there,
damn.
boy, you got
Bruh, we
Man,
got to talk.
listen.
We leave.
What's
Bitch,
your
you
shit?
leave.
Yeah.
Shit, you
Live
get
your life,
goddamn
King.
ass in the
I'm about to
car.
say, you might not
Live your life,
leave with
King.
her.
Yeah. You stay
Live
here.
your
I'm
life,
going
King.
home. I'm
Live
going
your
to
life,
our
King.
house, and this is no longer our house. But,
Yeah,
bruh.
man.
Yeah, she that comfortable? Yeah, man. And as a reformed side nigga, yeah, it happens a lot.
What's that feel like?
The side nigga role?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's a great role, man.
why
All
you-
the sex, I don't have to give no, attention or calling all the time.
Yes, sir.
Reaffirming and stuff like that. Nah,
Right.
I'm just here to beat up the guts. That's it. That's all I'm here for. Hey, let what Jesus say. Let your man be the free. He can eat it up. I'm just here to. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, that's it, man.
I feel that.
I'm listening.
So that's probably where you were going with the whole men are slicker than.
Okay,
women.
let's go to that, though.
No,
Yeah.
so honestly, I don't think
establish
that
the question so people
Okay.
listening know what we're saying.
are men. I'm sorry, are women
slicker than men?
Slicker than men in terms of having a outside
Doing shit they
relationship?
gotta been doing. Both
right.
of us, yeah.
I don't think so at all. I just think that
Why?
men
Depend on the
handle
side
their
person.
men handle their business as a side nigga
Yes,
more
sir.
than women do. And we talked about this a little bit earlier.
We're not going to do, don't you bring
Listen,
that up, sir.
man, listen.
We have,
No, I just mean in the sense of asking the same
we
question,
have
right?
households to protect. Out of playing.
But then, okay, all right. So listen,
I'll
right?
just fuck with y'all.
No, I'm with you, bro.
So glad ain't no camera.
Thank God
If
it
a
ain't on
dude is
camera.
a side dude, if a dude is a side dude, he playing his role to the T.
To the T, bro.
Because he knows what his objective is.
Yes,
and that's to
sir.
get the pussy. Right?
Okay.
Or get whatever he can out of it. Maybe she spend a little money too, right? Because women do that too.
Yeah, we all trick.
Yes, sir.
Men and
Right.
women. Yeah,
But when
They
you
trick
getting
too.
what you got to get
it's
out
just
of the
different.
game,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's the same
it's
thing.
cool. You've already set your standard. And there's a future question that I want to ask with regards to the standard, right? Between men and women, because I think it's a difference.
Okay.
But
We'll go to that next. No
when
problem.
you there we go. So
it has
when
this
you're
out.
getting that though, you know, she spending a little money, right? And she
Okay.
she's giving you what you want in terms of, you know, like, you know, in the bedroom and all that, right? You cool. But a lot of times you see on
Yes,
the
sir.
flip side, women, they get a little bit out of character.
But-
when your situation
Yeah, the
fucks
feelings
up,
get involved.
feelings get
But yeah,
involved,
it's
right?
fucked up,
So
though.
okay,
Go
all
ahead.
right. So
Go
let
ahead.
me let me reel this back in and sum
do
it
your
up.
thing. Do your thing. You ain't got to end it.
All right.
I got something to add.
So I think that women, bro, they are not more slick than men. We have intuition too, and we see it. We just don't want to deal with the bullshit. We probably saw from a mile away. I'm not even gonna deal with this bitch shit. I know she fucking with other niggas, but I don't even want to address it. I don't even care about it because I'm getting what I got to get out of that deal. Right?
that's not
But I'm
my
gonna be a
role.
little bit more
Yeah.
careful, and maybe a time or two you'll see where a guy will either address what said woman or cut her off. But on the flip side, women think that they got so much intuition that, you know, or men don't have intuition to where they think they got the game sold up so much better. It's like, bitch, I'm getting a pussy. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on, so I'm going to keep it
most
cool.
niggas' objective. Get
Yes.
the pussy. Yeah, that's
know what,
Men
though?
always cheating, men doing this, men doing that. No, a lot of women, and I'm sorry, I didn't address this part. A lot of women, when they're involved and they're having to play that part, they expose the circumstance because they catch feelings.
every time.
I hate to
That's
sound
the
like a
only way you
simp.
get exposed.
I hate to sound like a
Yes.
simp. I've been on both sides of all of this shit.
Right back.
I always keep it funky. But you got to remember though, it's dudes that fuck around and catch feelings too. Cause trust me, just men don't always come through and bust windows out
the
and slash
side nigga.
tires. Yeah, I'm not saying they come through bust windows
I'm
out.
about to
slash
say it
tires.
ain't often.
It's not displayed. I think it's not displayed the same.
Yeah.
but I think men catch the same feelings that women catch.
Maybe
We
some
just-
emotional text,
Yes.
but I ain't gonna see too many side dude. Like if a dude is a side dude,
Okay.
bro, he like he said,
Established
like
or-
OG said, bro, he just gonna play his role. Like, bro,
Whether it's
I'm just getting
established or not.
now. Okay,
This
see,
what I'm saying?
okay, yeah, that's different. So if he don't know he's the side dude,
That too.
but
Because women
a lot of
find
time
out
they can.
they decide shit.
A lot of time they give it away that you're the side dude. They don't
How
even
so?
have to tell you. Actions. Their actions say
Like they can answer the phone and shit, or
that.
Okay.
The way they interact with you,
Mhm.
it's only physical. We're not going nowhere in public, or
Okay.
we got to do everything at your spot.
have you experienced that?
Absolutely.
Did you like it or did you not like it?
At first, I didn't like it, but I just took it for what it was.
But why didn't you like it initially? Because did you like the young lady or?
Absolutely, but because she showed the whole this is what it is
Okay.
without saying this is what it is. In my mind, you know what I'm saying? I just took it for what it was.
So
We're only physical. We're only intimate. We're not really going out.
We don't go
Because
together.
I didn't offer to, hey, let's go here. Hey, let's do this. Or
And they had to
whatever.
find it.
And she's like, nah, we ain't doing none of that, player. We just
Damn.
Yeah.
But
she
di-
didn't say it like that,
Yeah, but she implied it.
but she avoided it. Nah, I'd rather, come over your house and cook or whatever.
So was there ever a time that you was like, yo, I actually really like her, but she kind of beating around the bush?
Nah,
or not beating around the bush, but just kind of
actually, just thinking about it. Like, nah, I never asked her. Like,
and not
hey,
just
man.
her, but just any woman that you was the side dude. Y'all can't see me, but air quotes.
It was only one that I didn't know I was the side dude. All the rest of the chicks, yeah, I knew I was the side dude.
So
like off rip, I knew I was the side dude.
The not literally, but the announcement of "You're my side nigga." Does
They
that
don't
help?
say you're
I know,
my
side. But I'm saying the establishment of look, I'm in a relationship.
I got
come
somebody.
fuck me and get the fuck on. Does that help?
With me, it helped. Like, hey man, I'm ex-military, man. So
okay,
establish
that's
my
exactly
role.
why nobody knows our names except for mine.
Yeah, that's why I said ex-military.
Thank you for not saying French.
It's 4 branches.
Absolutely.
Pick one.
Yes.
Nah, 5.
Yeah,
Count Coast Guard.
I'm pussy.
Trash.
6 Space Force. Yeah, but
They don't count.
But yeah, just establish the role, and I go from there, man.
Okay.
So
have you ever wanted to go from side dude
Negative.
to main dude?
Negative.
You already knew what I was going.
Negative. Once you put it out there, I don't care how your feelings are. You put it out there like that.
But you ain't never caught feelings? You can keep it funky.
It's
Your name ain't out there.
like I was saying, only one time, and I didn't know I was a side dude.
Is that possibly why you caught feelings? Because you didn't know?
Exactly. That was the reason why. It was like, okay, I'm fooling with Shorty. We have great conversation.
You digging her.
Yeah, but
I got a whole boyfriend.
exactly. That's literally how it was. She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I got a man.
But did she seem to be into you as well?
The perception was like,
But okay,
that's how it looked.
After she quote unquote clarified, did she still seem to be into you, or
honestly, once she clarified and I finally found out, she kind of weaned away.
Oh, she pulled back.
Yeah, she pulled back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was something different, man. She was a work of art, man. She was something.
But was she bad?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was bad than a motherfucker.
Hey, I mean, can you did you ever want to be like double back?
Honestly, I got this rule, man. I don't double back, man.
Never. I'm trying to think if I. You ever double back, bro? I want to call you by your name.
I never double back, man.
Never.
Have I double back?
I'm trying to think myself. Shit. Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, motherfucker, a few times. I'm tripping.
Nah, I never did, bro.
Well, so I mean, I don't know. I think I
hold on. I'm trying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I deal with my circumstances, i.e.
Don't you say nobody's name, sir. Don't you say nobody's name.
Don't say no names.
No, I deal with my circumstances different. You know, like if I'm involved with a woman, like I know who you are.
Okay.
Right, and it's like, it's not so much an intimacy thing, but it's like,
thank you, sir. Whatever flavor.
It's not so much an intimacy thing, right? It's
wait, the double back part or
the double back, right? But it's like when you develop a friendship or when you develop like an understanding from between said person, like you have that stint where it's like, man, okay, I'm done, and then somebody texts that random like, hey, how you doing, and all that, blah blah blah.
Man,
and it's
like that, hey, big head.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? But it's genuine though, because I know who I'm involved with, and if it's genuine, it starts off with with the casual conversation, like how are you doing, how's everything, and then it turns into like, hey, listen, I'm in your city, like I want to see
what that
you.
dick getting like.
Boom, and that's really what it means. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to see who you is. Yeah, bro. So like, it's like, man, listen, I think I'm more. I don't even know if I want to say that. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm more concerned. I'm more concerned if I don't have a double back.
What that mean?
Because of the connection that we had.
With that particular individual?
I haven't been with a woman. I have not been with a woman in the last 10 to 12 years that I didn't have some type of connection with. And it's like
emotional connection?
No, it's just that the friendship, the energy, the vibe.
Okay.
That's what I'm attracted to, and that's what I've been accustomed to on the flip side with a woman. They're attracted to my vibe and what I bring, because I ain't gonna just be like, look, I don't want the casual sex.
So
because I'm mentally I'm stronger than that. I don't look. You can be the baddest woman in the world,
Okay.
and I'll be physically attracted to you, but I got to hear something. I got to see something that makes me want you.
Even if it's temporary?
I don't want temporary.
Look,
in a sense of like a one night stand or a you just bad as fuck, so I gotta have that. I don't move like that.
Well, only because your name is not out there. So there's never been a time in our everybody in here 30 plus. So I'm old as fuck. But anyway, so there's never been in your 30s where you be like, that bitch bad, I'm trying to fuck, and I'm gonna get the hell on through.
No.
Shit.
So you,
Not me.
Again, your name is not out there, so don't worry.
100%,
if we have to accidentally say your name, I'll delete it.
God's still working on me.
Absolutely, yes, indeed. So for the most part,
and I'm gonna tell you
wait,
why.
wait. In your 30s, pretty much every young lady you've been involved with is you got. I'm not saying you're in love, but you have love for them. In a nutshell. I get not in love that you want to be with them. I
think the better word is respect. And I'm gonna say respect because of the
so
caliber.
it's more than physical. With
100%, man. Listen,
every check.
I'm not fucking with you if it's just physical. That's just me. But look, listen, man. I'm gonna put you niggas up on game because I don't think y'all catching it, right?
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna get this to the viewers, right? Because I think y'all maybe understand.
Oh, I peep game.
I'm about to say I get it.
Listen, man. It's more about the respect. It's the caliber of woman that I'm dealing with. Okay. Because if you look at a woman, right, think about how many times you've looked at a woman and you were physically attracted, right? And you had all those attributes that were physically driven.
Visually, yeah.
But then in some form of fashion, it was 100% something that you just did not fuck with about this chick.
Yeah.
You didn't
she
like.
Ratchet.
Yes. I'm going to tell you. Listen, in the last 5-6 years, whoa, we really can't. Boy, we can't put my name on it.
But that's why I say you say your name.
Yes, sir.
Based on y'all job,
I have not had
baby,
that.
Just my name.
Baby, I got a 401k, baby.
Absolutely.
I can't do nothing for you with that ignorant shit.
So listen, I'm gonna put it like this, right?
Okay.
Here's the game, and at least the last, what is this? 2022.
Well, this will come out in 23.
Okay, there we go. 23. In the last 7 to 9 years,
Okay.
There's not a woman that I can't hit up and get what I want.
But
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The women that I've been involved with over these years,
yes, sir,
it's been different. It ain't just a physical thing. We have more of a connection with each other, and I don't want a physical thing out of this person. More so than anything, it's probably a conversation. Like, okay, hey man, listen, check this out. I need to holler at you about something and blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. So it's more of a vibe, But if I want that thing, you know what I'm saying? I hit them direct. And let me be clear about this too. I done hit up a couple of women, that I ain't talked to in years. And it's like, hey, listen, I've been thinking about you. I've been missing a conversation. I've been, missing a vibe. I missed the times where we used to go do this, that, and the third, right? And I want to have that experience with you. Listen,
nigga, you sound like an R&B song. I love you, but goddamn it, because I don't know you for damn near 15, 20 years.
Listen,
but nigga, you sound like an R&B song. I want that experience with you.
Okay,
I just fucking with you, but it did sound like an R&B song. 100%. It did, but I know you being serious.
Hey, listen, man, it's a difference when
out loud it sound like an R&B song.
Yeah. Trey Songz.
It don't matter what the fuck it is.
Hear me out. If I said, yo, man, I love these bitches. I love these women. I want an experience with you. You be like, nigga, if you don't shut your ass up a little bit, just out loud.
Because we know him. That's why.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But I know he did ass serious too. Am I wrong?
All right, I'm gonna put it like this.
No, I'm not saying like some clown shit.
I'm going to
R. Kelly.
I'm gonna give you the game. Okay, right? I'm gonna give you the game. I have not talked to this bitch. Bring it back, Mike. Bring it back. That's the liquor.
There you go.
I ain't talked to this woman in 3 years.
Okay.
In my phone right now.
No way.
I know because of the way that I have her right now in the conversation.
Okay.
The way I have in the conversation right now, I can go smash. I can sit back and have a conversation.
So now
or I can just leave it. I can leave the conversation as it is, and everything will be cool.
So let me ask both y'all this now, based on what he said. Damn, I want to use y'all.
I got a question
Do you
for you
think?
too.
Go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So is that selfish?
100%.
I want to add to that.
Well,
But go ahead.
I say selfish because at the end of the night, regardless of how I carry the conversation,
she's on your time.
No, she's not. Because she can cut me off at any point.
But you just said you can hit her up whenever.
No, yes, 100%. No, that's to me, in my opinion, that's narrow-minded.
He's saying
because when I'm saying I can hit her up, I don't have control over her, but I hit her. And look,
dynamic. Yeah.
And in seconds, I got a response.
Yeah.
And since then, I'm talking in the last 20 minutes. We've exchanged, I don't know, anywhere between.
I see you step away for a little moment, sir. I'm so glad I don't know your name.
Listen, man.
No, I got a question for you though. I'm gonna challenge what you said.
Okay.
Respectfully, because we family.
No, man, bro, hit me.
So let me ask both of y'all this. We all men.
Mm-hmm.
The one young lady stepped away for a moment. I ain't mad at that. So this is my question. Y'all gonna say I'm caving for women, but I you got kids?
No.
Damn it.
Eligible bachelor, baby.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. So, well, your name ain't on there, so don't worry about it. No, this is all, we laughing, obviously, we're going to joke. But this is a dead-ass serious question. Both of us got daughters. I got 2, you got 1.
Yeah.
Do you think it's on us, not you, but us as men, to realize, I ain't going to even say a maturity thing, but do you think we got to get to a point where we be like, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm not calling it games and calling you immature. So don't get offended by what I'm saying.
Right.
Do you ever think we got to get to a point and be like, you know what? I got to wash my hands with that shit. Because sometimes I have felt like that. Not recently, because I ain't got nobody. But in the past, do you ever feel like we get to a point where, not even saying we got to settle down, but I'm saying, do we get to a certain point where we say, I'm going to wash my hands with, because not to get all biblical, but there is, I'm not going to quote it correctly. But in the Bible, it does say there comes a time where a man needs to put away the childish things or whatever.
Yeah,
the
childish
phrase is.
things.
Thank you, sir. But do you think we as men have to get to, I'm not going to say an age or whatever, but do you think we need to get to a point where, like, I'm done with that I'm not calling that fuck shit, but just we get to a point where, like, I'm kind of done with that shit.
Yes.
But not to sound like Oprah, but you know what I mean? Just...
Man, I wish we could have caught it on the podcast too, man.
What you mean?
But I alluded to the fact that, like,
are you talking about before we start recording?
Yeah. Right.
Again, no names, but go ahead.
I think it has so much to do with the way that we brought up.
I agree.
Right.
But we don't have to live in that.
But think about you doing anything in your life that you can attest to doing for 10, 15, 20 years.
Oh, it's more than a habit.
And then unlearning it, right?
Yeah, you got to unlearn that.
So all unlearning shit, though.
I'll say this, for the sake of, speaking on the podcast, us as men, we're not raised the way that women are. You wonder why women want relationships. They want marriage. They want, the white picket fence, right? It's because they're breeded to.
Yeah, that's what they're taught.
But you gotta remember though, I'm gonna interrupt you just for a second.
Go ahead.
Women are taught what they deserve. Men are not taught what we deserve.
You taught what you earn.
That's different.
Am I lying?
No. You're not wrong.
What you're
but it's very different from the original question that you asked.
I know. I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I wouldn't even categorize it as deserve. It's like if you want men to conform that the way that society lives and abides by, then you would train them like that from childhood.
Men
right?
or women?
Men.
Okay.
Because the way that a woman is brought up, right, is you can't have no boyfriends. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Let me teach you how to cook, and let me teach you these things, right?
But you encourage
a woman,
boys
to
get multiple.
The analogy that I use,
you encourage little
exactly
boys
what he
to get
said
multiple.
earlier.
Listen, I'll give this analogy, right?
Yes, sir.
You take your 6-year-old daughter.
Right.
And she comes home from kindergarten or first grade and she says, "Daddy, I got 3 boyfriends." The first thing you say is, "You can't have no boyfriends," and blah, 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 blah. You shut that shit down.
Man, what?
But then you take your 6, 7, 8-year-old little boy and he come home and say, "Daddy,
He getting high fives and everything.
I got 3 girlfriends. I don't know what
I
to
would think
do.
it's cute.
You
My
sit
boy.
down and have a whole conversation with him.
My
Yes.
boy.
So it's fucked up in us as men, or is it not?
Can I run to the bathroom? Y'all keep it going.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Of course.
we're literally right back.
Yeah. Is it fucked up in us, or is it not? Because
I think
We-
it's because our hardwire is different. Like
speak, brother.
Like-
speak,
like, dog,
speak,
like-
speak.
honestly, a dude could fucking be attracted to multiple women, but a woman, once she's locked into one guy, bruh, she don't see no other dude. So I think that's the difference. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, but just the way dudes are hardwired. Like, I know plenty of dudes that love their girl, but they're still heavily attracted to other women because of that. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, how they were raised or just their innate nature. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think, man. I think it really does have a lot to do, the way that you're raised. Because think about that one. I guess we would categorize as that one corny kid that wasn't into girls, or that wasn't into meeting the other girls, or the guy that is very committed to his woman.
Yeah.
And then you look at it from, at once in our life.
The CLB, lover boy, certified lover boy.
You think about it from that perspective, where it's like there are guys out there that are committed to one woman. There are guys out there that aren't committed to any woman until they're married. We don't give enough credit to those type of circumstances. But the mass majority of us are subject to the same thing, which is, man, you can have 3 or 4 girlfriends, you can have all this stuff, right? Up until like our young adult years, where we live this life of having all of these things that we want out of a woman, right? Out of women. But you take said person that has had 3 or 4 girlfriends for all of his life, and then at 22,
it's kind of hard to turn that off, bro.
You can't.
Do you think it's overrated? Do y'all think it's overrated?
Having
What is
multiple
overrated?
Chicks?
Having multiple women.
No, I don't.
I'm about to say, nah. I'm about to say, nah, I ain't say, hold on, player. I ain't say all that.
But I'm gonna give it to you in the right context,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And that kind of goes into the polygamy thing
We
right?
talked about earlier, yeah.
But I think that no, it's not wrong.
No, I didn't say wrong. I said, do you think it's overrated?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
No, I
'cause
don't.
not- right or wrong ain't for me to judge.
Right.
Overrated.
I'm with you on that. I don't think that it's.
But go ahead.
I don't think that it's wrong, man, because I think
overrated.
that people.
That's their innate
I'm sorry,
nature, man.
overrated. I don't think it's overrated, man, because we look at the. To me, I live my life by this, to where I'll give myself a circumstance, and I will outweigh the pros and cons.
Of course, you got to do pros and cons.
Right.
So you know
know,
if it's worth it in the end. Yeah.
But I'm also basing this off of experience, where I've only been with one woman at a time, for the, my life, right? But to experience polygamy, I see and I can understand the benefits, behind it.
Okay.
Because people like to categorize it as polygamous relationships. You got multiple, you just want to fuck all these women. It's like, no.
That's not, in
You
real
stupid
life,
fuck.
that's not what it is.
Yeah.
You're building something with 2
Yes.
other human beings.
You're building
not just
an
fucking
empire.
all these bitches. Yeah.
Yes.
But on paper, it sounds super cool.
Should I say how many kids I got?
Yeah, you say you got 3. I got 3.
Yeah, okay, I got 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
And I would like
2
to
boys
say,
and a girl. I got 2 girls and a boy.
right. So
And
let's
somebody's
say
lucky, no kids. He ain't even listening.
let's say I was, I had six
I'm like
kids,
spades.
right?
I got a
Yeah,
possible,
yeah.
two in a possible
I ain't snitching
somewhere.
if you don't snitch.
2 in a
know,
possible.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
say hypothetically speaking,
sir.
we had 6 kids, right?
Okay.
And 4 with one woman and 2 with the other woman.
Okay.
But the relationship between all the 2 mothers of the 6 kids was polygamous.
Okay.
And
From
one
the jump
woman
or after the fact?
No, dude, from the jump.
Okay.
Right? one woman of the 2 kids cared about the 4 kids the same way she did for her 2 and vice versa.
Right.
And the women, the 2 women involved were in cahoots, not just about the way you
Welcome
think,
back, ma'am.
but more importantly, the way that
and missed like an hour
the way that
of the
y'all
podcast.
all think.
30
You know
minutes.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Right? So it's like, if you can take 3 heads and you can put them together, the benefit there is the general things that you deal with and you experience in a monogamous relationship.
Okay.
Maybe you can reel with those things. People talk about how they can't understand their women and all she want to come home and do is nag. Well, if you had another woman that had understood from a woman's perspective, right? Maybe that eases some of that stress on you because you voiced that. Right.
Okay.
Let's be honest about that. You voiced it.
Me personally, or
Well, no.
okay.
Any
Yeah.
monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm just using 1 man, 2 women for an
Yeah.
example. But you voiced that so they understand.
Yeah.
And it's like this revolving cycle of you 3 are so in sync that, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it's me coming home to my 2 women and I'm pissed off and I'm frustrated at work.
Yes, sir.
And one is she just don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
But the other one is like, hey, listen, hold on, wait. The premise of our relationship is built off calm. Let's be calm. Let's have a conversation. We don't argue with each other. Having that mediator there, right? Essentially, that's your therapist right there,
So
right?
you're saying the third person or the extra person is the mediator?
No, I'm not saying the extra person is a mediator,
Ready,
right?
break.
I about to say, what is this, wrestling?
Listen, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we all are. Because
I got
one
you.
day I
got
may
you.
be who I am and pissed off, but the next day it may be the next person, right?
got you.
But I just feel like having the extra person there
Yes, sir.
really can bring in home in the body of the relationship. And if you can base it off of the premise of, let's stay, we're watching a football game right now,
Yes,
right?
sir. Don't say the name.
There's multiple
college teams.
players on the team.
Yes, sir.
But it's all one message.
It's all one mission.
It's all one mission. There you
Win.
go.
To
It's all
win
one
this
mission,
game.
right?
Win this
Yeah.
game, yeah.
Right?
I agree.
The premise of that whole football team's mission is what it is.
Okay.
Some people veer off. Some people get in trouble.
That's
they
why
get
teams
arrested. They
don't
get
win.
this. They make a bad play. They do this.
Somebody
What
tries
do
to
you
pad
see
their
the-
stats,
What do you see the
or,
defensive
know what I'm
lineman do
saying?
to the
Yeah.
middle linebacker? Hey,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on, bro. Snap back.
Yeah.
When you got that person that all 3 of y'all are working in cahoots to keep everybody in motion of the objective, and that's generational wealth. That's taking. Go ahead. I feel like I've been saying a
has
lot.
to be the coach in that
No,
situation.
I'm not. But see, you're relegating it to one person. I'm saying we all play this part, and anybody that steers off,
You know what's funny?
you have 1 or 2 people that can reel that back in.
I agree.
Someone has to guide, though.
Yes,
in
no,
a polygamous
we
relationship.
all collectively have a message.
and an assignment.
Yes, but no, we all have the same assignment.
No, they're the same.
Right.
They're different assignments.
No,
There you
so
go.
I think that you have the same assignment because
I think you have the same end goal,
when you have one mission,
but there's different responsibilities.
I don't think so.
end goal.
When you have
it's
one
different
mission,
responsibilities,
but see,
bro.
you can be vague in your responsibilities
No.
and assignments, right? By saying, okay, listen, regardless of anything, we're going to be grounded. Regardless of anything, we won't argue. Regardless of anything, we won't go do this one thing and step outside of our relationship. Regardless of anything, we all have that same mission and that same mindset that it doesn't have to be relegated to one person. We all think that way. I'm using 2 people as a issue and the third party interjects. But that could be anybody in the circle.
I'm about to give you an analogy, and then I'm throwing it to the young lady behind you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to give the analogy, because we have not had a woman's opinion in about 40 minutes.
Man, I'm about to stun her ass.
No, her opinion is valid as well. So I agree with both of y'all, actually. What I was trying to... Yes, sir. Sir, you can't be in your phone and you.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I know,
100%.
I just fucking with you. No, I agree with both of y'all because, like, for example, a basketball team.
Gotcha.
A basketball team has 5 positions.
Yes, sir.
We all have the end goal of win this goddamn game.
Yes, sir.
But a center, on average, a center's responsibility is rebounds and block. Just, on average.
Yeah.
Rebounding and blocks. You have a point guard. His responsibility is to bring the ball down the court.
Get everyone involved.
Yes,
Yeah.
a shooting guard and a small
buckets.
forward. Get these goddamn buckets.
Get buckets.
So yes, so that's why I say I agree with both of y'all. Your position might be different, but the end game is to win the fucking game. But like, again, the center is to get just on average rebounds, blocks, point guard, blah blah blah. Ma'am, I would love to hear you. Have you heard enough of our manly opinion to give your female opinion?
What was the question posed?
Oh,
I know
goddamn.
you're discussing. Well, I know you're discussing polygamy
Damn,
in a
just
sense.
like,
Am I for
just
it or
like a
against
real
it?
nigga to mess it
That
up.
and then just expound on that.
So I'm personally of the belief that I think polygamy is great.
It's wonderful. What would it be?
Yeah, and I'm speaking one from personal experience and two just as an anthropological, sociological standpoint of history and what has worked. So, I mean, and we can take that all the way back to biblical times. Like, it's always been multiple people in a tribe. You can't see my air quotes. But, you know, and other cultures have upheld that. It's Western culture that has, and more specifically Christianity, that has made it taboo to be in a multi-person polygamous relationship. But if you go over to the East, that's their norm. Especially if you go to Africa or some of the Middle East, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
We see some head
so
shaking.
if we're talking about what majority believes,
Yes.
polygamy is the norm. If we're just
Okay, but for yourself
focusing on the
personally.
microscope of Western culture, then it's taboo. But the benefits of polygamy, whether you're talking about from a financial standpoint and generational wealth, or just the child rearing and the support system within the family unit, you know, because it's not like our grandparents' age where generations of family grew up within a small radius of each other, and so you had that core tribe, you know what I'm saying? People are branching out, and so to have that in home, where my child has multiple mothers, multiple families, and like you said, we're all on the same page about how we're raising these kids, about how to get this money and pass it on.
Amen.
But
Real.
I think when you say polygamy is a buzzword and people just think sexually, but not all the benefits. And my favorite thing to bring up is that I don't just have one friend. Right. One person does not feed me in a way that I need to be fed in a friendship, and that which is a relationship.
I will say, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so why the expectation that one person can fulfill and vice versa, all the needs that you have in a relationship, I think is selling both of yourselves short. And it's where a lot of frustration comes from, because you get with somebody who might be, say, 75% of checking your boxes.
Right.
And you're like, I think I can do without this other 25% because, like, this 75 is strong. This person,
A thing busting.
yeah, like this 75, like this, listen, like this queen gonna walk type strong, you know, like I'm getting this book.
Absolutely.
And then we're years into the relationship, or the dynamic changes because maybe somebody's lost their job, or we've had children, or things that happen that change relationships. We lost some intimacy. And now that 25 that I didn't think was that important
Right.
has been missing. And I'm like miserable.
So I got a question for all three of y'all.
All three of us.
All three of y'all. So, regardless of polygamy, is it polygamy?
Yeah.
Polygamy or
Polygamy.
not? You stupid.
That's the
polygamy.
That's what they.
No, on those
I
sides.
heard, man.
Can you go from a monogamous? Okay,
Yeah,
I got to use the right
monogamous.
adjective.
Monogamous.
Monogamous. Can you go from? Is it possible to go from a monogamous? Goddamn. Monogamous relationship.
Monogamous.
Can't talk. You know what I'm saying? To a polygamous relationship and vice versa.
Yes.
The vice versa, no.
You can't go from
vice versa. No, I don't think so.
To monogamy.
So I think you can go
from the P word.
Yeah.
I'm a little slow. Sorry.
I don't think you can go from a monogamous. I'm sorry. I think you can go from monogamous to polygamous.
So you go to M word.
But I don't think you can go from polygamous to monogamous.
As a man, or woman, or period.
Well, so
I think period.
Period, honestly. Right? Because I don't know that it sustains.
How so?
I think if you could go back from polygamous to monogamous, it would be a very small percentage.
As a man go back, or as a woman go back, or regardless?
Regardless, because I feel like for you to collectively, as a bi unit, when I say bi, but meaning two people, to expand, right?
3 people, yeah.
Right, well, so to go from 2 to 3, right? Just let's just say, right?
So for M to P.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So I think for you to go from that, it takes an equal-minded couple, essentially, right?
And to become a throuple.
To become,
for lack of better words.
To bring another person in. Mm-hmm. And from my perspective, I would expect us all to be an equal, right? That's what 3? I would want to be. Yeah.
Okay, let's say 2 to 3 so we can remove
There
gender.
we go. Right. Okay.
Yeah, go
so
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
I don't
and then
expect equality though. Honestly.
But okay, so but
give me 2
to
seconds.
me,
go ahead.
Okay, I'll finish up by answering answering to what you just said.
Okay,
I would not want to bring someone else in as an extra to be an extra.
To go from 2 to 3 or 3 to 2?
You know, so to bring somebody in to say, okay, I'm going from 2 to 3. Okay. Right? To bring said person in to be an extra, because what do I really need you for if you're a liability? That's the way I equate you if you're an extra. Mm-hmm. But I would much rather you come in and be an equal. And I'm going to say this. The premise has to be the foundation. I would expect that everybody would cohesively believe that we're all the same unit. But we're all just as important.
Let me make sure I didn't misunderstand. I thought you said you can go from 2 to 3.
Yes.
But not back to,
but when you go back down from 3 to 2,
I'm not tripping, right?
I just find it hard to believe. And I said earlier that it would be a small percentage people that would survive that, because for both of you to believe that you can have a polygamous relationship, to go back to monogamous, at some point I would feel like someone would either be suppressing or, starve themselves of what they really want.
But don't you technically remove one? Again, we saying 2 to 3, yes. 3 to 2, just remove gender. But when you go from 3 to 2, do you as a unit, y'all two, be like, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga?
But the thing about it is, maybe it doesn't work.
Do you double back? Hey, I just fucking with you, bro. I want to say your name, but you family, so whatever. Go ahead. Look.
So I think you can successfully go from 3 to 2.
You can
if it didn't work out. Like,
what do you mean doesn't work out?
Okay,
what
say we're a monogamous couple
okay.
who decide to be polygamous, and then we try it out, and we're like, okay,
it's regular.
You know what? I thought, because literally the mindset that you have to be in a throuple is completely different than just
one question. Is a throuple and polygamy the same thing, or is a variation of one of the other?
It's a variation, because when I say throuple, I mean everyone's in a relationship with everyone.
Hey,
and
we all go together.
And I was about to ask, like, does the third person have to be intimate with both parties, or just one party?
For me, the definition of polygamy in a man with 2 women standpoint, the women are not sexually involved.
Really?
At all?
At all.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
What the hell is she here for then?
To be with him.
To be with him and to support her, the female, as a sister wife. Okay. So this should be like, this is the man we share. This is his girl,
nigga,
his woman.
Mormons at that point, nigga.
But the woman, you're here as my kid's second mom. Okay. You're here as my built-in best friend. Yes. You're here as our mediator. You're here obviously to support him relationally in the ways that I don't. That's what I mean when I say throuple. Like,
I'm with it.
It's not the norm for them to be historically sexually involved.
Right.
It's a man who has the financial capacity and mental capacity and emotionally to be in two separate romantic
broke
relationships.
Nigga can't have two bitches.
Nah. Broke niggas don't deserve pussy.
I agree.
Damn.
So no.
Damn, we gotta
I think that
money.
is such bullshit.
Thank you.
In real life, it's
Broke niggas don't
bullshit.
deserve pussy.
Dumbest shit
It's not
ever.
bullshit.
Thank you.
I think you know what I think that is. That's some
Oh, hell.
Cardi B, Glorilla type
Look.
bullshit.
I agree with both
That
of y'all.
ass is
You don't
fat.
base
I've
what I
been
bring to
broke
the
and-
table
no.
off of
No,
monetary
look.
gain.
I
Like that's
have-
stupid as fuck.
Look.
Okay,
My
so
intangibles might be more than money.
I'm gonna ask this question. Okay, so if broke men don't deserve pussy, then what does broke women
Broke
deserve?
bitches don't deserve dick. I'ma stand on it for both
Shit,
ways.
they get plenty. of
Okay,
it.
but
They
listen,
get
what if
plenty
you
of it.
fall
I ain't
on
even
hard
gonna lie to
times?
you. They get plenty of
Like
it.
shit happens in life.
So-
We all in this circle are probably privy to
fuck
good
with
money.
plenty of broke
But I'm
bitches.
just saying, like,
Right,
you can
that's the
take the
problem.
brokest people in the
yeah,
world,
that's my problem.
and
That's
they
the
don't
problem.
mean they
Fucking
don't
broke
deserve
bitches is
shit.
your problem. I didn't say you don't deserve shit. I
No,
said you don't deserve.
okay, but
dick.
okay, what I
that
mean
don't
is
need to be
okay.
your priority. You
But
need to
okay.
be focused on why you broke.
But okay, all right, cool. I got it. Maybe I misspoke when I said shit, but I meant exactly what you said. You said broke niggas don't deserve pussy.
Yes, and broke bitches don't deserve dick.
But I don't understand what the fuck that means because it's like I know people that are okay. I'm gonna give you an example. Right?
That sounds so good in there,
No,
bro.
listen. I'm gonna give you an example. I got a homeboy right now that is down on such bad luck right now. I got two of them. Right? Listen,
bitch.
and we not using names, right?
No, don't say no.
Okay,
Don't say
so
no names.
one of them I just gave $750 so that he can make sure that he had.
Yeah, can I borrow $5?
Listen, bro, I gave him
Just need
$750 based off of. Listen,
Two bitches.
Listen, based off of a 3-minute conversation, you know what, bro? You got it. I don't want to put a little something on. I'm gonna put a little something on top of that.
Equity.
The next homeboy, I gave him $400. He didn't have to say much, right? Both of them cats, coincidentally, they never asked me for anything, but they was broke as fuck,
I'm
right?
talking shit.
And
I'm just fucking
but listen, because I take this shit serious, right?
I do too.
They never asked me for anything, but they broke. And they trying to take care of their families and they taking care of their circumstances. But it's like to insinuate, to me that just sounds like some catchphrase type shit. They don't deserve pussy, or a broke woman don't deserve
Turn
dick.
around.
It's like
She made
that's
faces.
stupid as fuck.
It's not stupid. It's just the
Listen,
internet.
It's what?
The internet.
It's not even
I
that.
ain't
Let
gonna
me
lie, I got
explain
plenty
what
of
I
pussy
mean.
That's
while I
so
was broke.
stupid
Listen,
to
bruh,
say.
I got plenty of pussy while I was broke.
But
Well, that's probably why I was deciding.
Can I
Agree and
explain
disagree.
what I mean by
the young
broke
lady
niggas don't
express
deserve
herself.
pussy? So first of all, let's look at what we talking about broke. I'm not saying, hey, I lost my job, I'm down on my luck.
She's saying fuck niggas, baby.
You categorizing.
She said
So
fuck
now you got to
boys.
specify when you
but
spoke vaguely is what you're saying.
It wasn't.
It's
What's your
vaguely because
definition
you
of
said broke.
I said,
You said broke,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now you're about to explain. Okay, give me
What's
my
a broke
definition
nigga?
of broke.
What's
but
a broke
you
nigga?
vaguely spoke about what broke was.
I didn't.
You said broke niggas don't deserve pussy.
Yeah, and I'm about to tell you what I mean
and then
by
you
broke
about to
niggas
give
don't deserve.
context and specify. So
Yeah.
you vaguely said
You
broke
said,
niggas
hey,
don't
I got
deserve.
two homies down on their
Light skinned
luck.
niggas with podcasts don't deserve pussy.
Them two. Listen, if a nigga's really broke, pussy needs to be the last thing on his fucking priority list.
Real talk. He
Like,
need to get this money.
if
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just listening.
Personally, if I'm down, I'm talking about like I can't pay my rent, I can't put food in my baby's mouth.
Why you looking at me, nigga? She behind
No,
you.
I'm listening, but I'm listening.
I'm talking about like I'm down, not like I lost
Yes.
my job, but like I just don't have no drive. I've been working dead end. You know what I'm saying? Not, and that's what I consider broke. Like people who have a broke mindset.
I'm having a fucking ball.
I didn't even say broke had nothing to do with the amount of money in your fucking account.
That's
But I'm saying-
exactly what broke is, because you said you don't have a job.
All right, well, let's
which
define
insinuates
broke.
money.
I said you have a broke mindset, not I'm down on my luck.
Oh my
I'm
God, bro.
complacent with being broke.
You didn't say
Oh my
mindset,
God,
but let's define broke. What's broke?
But
Nigga,
that's what
broke
I'm-
is you ain't got no money. What the fuck is we talking about?
I agree.
man.
But I'm talking about for podcast purposes.
It might mean you don't have
no money.
Normally,
You know what,
broke
sis,
niggas don't have
listen,
money.
I'm so
I'm
glad
not
I'm
fucking
not
no broke
I do
niggas.
understand what
I'm
you're
telling
saying.
you right now.
I do
I'm not
understand
fucking no
what you're
broke
saying.
niggas. And
To
I
me-
hope if I'm broke, ain't no niggas fucking me.
No, pussy gonna sell.
And I'm gonna say
man,
I
like I
disagree
play or
though.
not.
And I'm gonna say I disagree because
Wait, disagree with what?
I understand you giving your analogy.
disagree with
but
what?
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like the loose conversation of, I hope if I'm broke, ain't no nigga. You know, I think you said
Ain't no
maybe giving
man
you
said,
attention.
darn,
But no,
that
I think a
vagina
nigga
don't
should
have no
give
money.
you attention because you
Yeah,
worth
never.
more than what your
Never.
monetary gain is.
No.
Right? And
Oh, I
it-
almost said
broke
yeah,
ain't no-
wait.
Man, come on,
no
man.
has ever said, gosh golly.
God damn,
She's
she
broke.
broke money.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna talk
Yeah,
that.
I ain't finna fuck. Yeah, I ain't finna fuck.
No nigga has ever
Come on,
said,
bro.
darn,
It
she
never.
don't have no money.
It
Shit,
never-
niggas
she's
don't
not
give a
entitled
fuck if
to
you
it.
And I
friends.
bet you a bunch of niggas wish they hadn't fucked some broke bitches.
Absolutely.
I agree with that as well.
Absolutely.
That
Because they
ain't-
got
that-
a break.
that-
But at the moment,
Jesus Christ.
And they especially ain't wifing broke bitches and being happy about it. Like, damn, I got this broke
No,
bitch.
they wifing them. They just ain't
shit.
happy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
They're
might be
wifing them.
happy.
They just ain't
But
happy.
we'll wife a broke woman.
Listen, I'm gonna stand on what I
typically
said. I'm not. If I'm broke, that ain't what I'm worried about. Is dick.
I know, but I'm
But
just
you're
saying.
speaking
you
from
like
a woman's
one of the
perspective.
average man-
Listen,
101.
Yeah.
The average
101.
man
Yes.
does not go,
No,
darn,
it ain't
she
even a
has no
one-on-one
money.
because I think a
Wait,
lot
wait.
of women think like that. But I'm saying, listen, I don't give a
I
fuck
wish
if I'm
more-
broke.
more
I don't give a
niggas
fuck
thought
if
like
I got
that.
a broke mindset. I'm always gonna think about some pussy because I'm gonna give you some real game here.
Hey,
From a
why
man's
you putting me
perspective,
like I'm a scrub.
no, listen, bro. Listen, okay.
That
I
fuck
tell
nigga
you what.
with the light
Tell
skin
me
nigga
if you
with the
disagree.
podcast.
Tell me if you disagree.
Okay.
Pussy
Yes, sir.
is the number one drug
Absolutely.
in the world.
Absolutely.
Pussy is the number one drug. Think
the world,
cocaine,
Craig.
think crack, think
Crack-
meth.
crack
You
a
will
close
never
second,
live without some
but
pussy.
pussy-
You will
Crack
never
second.
live without some
Yeah,
pussy.
crack is a close
There
second.
you go.
Have you
Thank
ever
you.
seen a crackhead, nigga?
Stop
I think it's
bullshit.
Otis, but all right.
Stop bullshit.
That falls in the age range.
Man, listen. No, okay,
Nah,
wait.
bruh.
Pussy came up-
Don't
the
dissect
most
it. Don't
addictive
dissect it.
drug
I'm just
out
saying.
here, bruh.
Listen.
Oh, collectively, yes.
Collectively,
Yeah, as a whole,
exactly.
yes.
Man,
But once
pussy
you
is
get
the
to
number
pussy
one
is
And
drug.
if some
three,
You
and
niggas
it ain't
stop
number
focusing
three.
on
Come on,
pussy, they
bruh.
might not be broke.
Yeah, pussy is
Man.
top 3, and it ain't number 3.
Man,
That's all
you
I'm saying.
crazy. As hell.
Also, what I will say, again, I have to respectfully object. No nigga or no man is sitting around talking about, gosh golly,
It's
she
been broke all
is
that's true.
negative $50 in
No,
her
man.
account.
That's true.
She will
Whether a
not get
nigga
this
thought it
penis.
or
That's
not
true.
is what you should be. Stop fucking broke bitches and then getting on the
Why?
internet complaining.
That ain't
in niggas' nature,
Listen,
though.
let me finish my
That's
thought.
not our nature.
Let me
Yes,
finish
yes,
my
go
thought.
ahead. Yes.
Let me
Okay,
finish
watch
my
this.
thought.
Wait,
I
let
got
it
a
go, let it
response.
go.
Stop
Let it go.
fucking broke bitches and then getting on these podcasts and on the internet.
Don't talk about my podcast.
Talking about how broke bitches don't have none and they expect men to pay for everything and they not treating men the way they need to be treated and they don't take niggas out on dates and blah, blah, blah. Because that's all you see on the internet and
had
all
to
you
laugh.
hear in these podcasts is how bitches ain't got shit but pussy to offer. Stop giving that same pussy out for Christmas. That ain't a present. This ain't Valentine's Day, blah, blah.
Don't
So
say
y'all
shit.
mad?
Don't say shit.
Y'all mad when bitches
I
broke?
got to laugh. This is my podcast.
You
I got
mad
to
when
laugh.
bitches
Yes.
broke?
Laugh. Yes.
You mad when
No, but
bitches
she's
broke?
serious. That's
Yes.
legit,
But
though.
you-
And
But
you're
fucking
going
her.
on
But
a
you-
tangent.
Let her
You're
finish,
going
let
on a tangent as you sit in front of 3 niggas that don't even think like that. It's social media. It's bullshit.
Are we
Yeah,
not
social
talking
media
about
ain't
as a
real.
whole?
Social
That's
media
why
ain't
you
real,
laughing.
man.
Are we not
That
talking
shit ain't
about
real, man.
the culture
That's
as
why-
a whole? Are we
No.
only talking about the 4
Hold
people
on.
in this
Whoa,
room?
whoa.
I think it's
Because
both.
ain't none of y'all broke, so I'm not talking about
It's a
y'all at
both.
all.
It's a both. We are talking about the internet.
No.
Hear me out. Wait.
But we've
Wait,
already
wait.
addressed,
Give me
and
2
maybe we
seconds.
addressed. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Because I say broke niggas don't deserve pussy and it don't apply to nobody here, so I can't be talking about y'all.
We are. I agree. No, I'm broke, but I'm straight. But I'm broke, but I'm straight. I always say it on the podcast. Sorry.
Nigga, you
I'm
not
but I'm
broke.
straight. But no, for podcast purposes, I'm super poor. But
Nigga.
I agree with both of y'all. Nobody in here is broke, obviously, except for me, because I'm broke and I'm straight.
Ain't nobody
But,
broke.
Man, stop.
But no, it's a podcast joke. But I will say, some of it is a mind stick. Because I agree with we got to have hustle, but at the same time, some of us haven't broken out of a mentality. I hate to get all black power ish and all that shit, but some of it is a mentality as far as being broke. Because you can have a pocket full of money and fuck it up too.
I agree.
We can have $1 million
Yeah.
and goddamn we'll be broke.
Financial literacy.
Absolutely.
everybody don't have that, dog.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes somebody with a bunch of money
My
broke.
parents didn't teach me that. My daddy owns a house.
I learned
He's
that
owned it for 15,
when I
20
got
years.
older, yeah.
My mama has never owned a house. And I love my mom, but I ain't gonna get all deep because I love my mom. But I'm just saying that my daddy owns a house, my mama doesn't. And I wish my mom owned a house. I would like to buy her a house one day. But that, like you said, that comes from financial literacy. It comes from just a lot of generational stuff. And I'm gonna veer left. What y'all want to talk about now? Because I love my mama and I'm not gonna bash her. I'm so extra.
Don't put your mama out there, man.
Absolutely not. 'Cause my mama is wonderful. She is T number 1.
So I'm obviously speaking in generality.
Yes,
like
about
not
being
talking
broke.
about
Yes.
the folks in this room.
Of course.
Yeah, we
And
know.
so when
That's what I meant.
when I
I'm
say
sorry.
people,
We know.
I'm saying
We just gave you a
collectively
hard time.
as a culture, men say, and we've seen like multiple, like I
want to
said,
say your name, sir, because I need your attention.
multiple
she is
think
correct.
pieces.
For the internet. Yes,
Multiple think pieces
the meme
about
is,
how women
that nigga
use
broke,
men.
He ain't shit and blah blah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, shit, they stopped fucking broke
I think the
niggas
reason
then.
why I
Yeah.
gave the reason why I gave my response is because I think that we do. I think you're absolutely right.
For the internet, not for this room. But we're not just talking to this room.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so
Exactly.
right. I think you're absolutely right in regards to like, okay, addressing like the way society thinks. But the reality
Can I take
is,
my shirt
I
off?
don't
It's a
think
little
that
warm in
society thinks like that because, listen,
Continue.
okay, what simp niggas do you know that's going for that shit?
No,
you
don't do
know
that now. That's a lot of
anybody.
simp ass
No,
niggas.
wait. Stop.
What's a simp to you?
Hold on, wait.
Simp,
To
S-A-M-P.
speak specifically to what she was just saying, right? Like, what simp niggas do you really know that's in your circle that's doing it? Yes, of course, 100% it exists, right? But
It's fuck niggas in all circles. But I'm saying, for this
I
conversation.
I personally know.
I'm not saying you
multiple
wrong
people
or she wrong.
in
I don't think neither one of
Men.
us are wrong.
I don't either. I think you're
I
both
just think
right.
it's different
Yeah.
perspectives.
Yeah. Because she's a female, you're a male.
I absolutely what his perspective
Yeah.
is from his experiences and
Yeah.
how he feels,
It's not a
and it's
PC
valid.
answer. Y'all
you know
both
what I'm
are
saying?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's no wrong answers.
Yeah.
Do I absolutely know men who have gotten with women who
It's broke as fuck. Yeah.
technically, you know, are fucking broke and have no intentions of not
Yeah.
being broke, and have gotten with a man who will provide for them and support them, maybe had a couple of kids, married them, whatever.
Of course.
And now they sitting here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
And it goes
And all
the
this
other way
bitch brought
too.
to the
Yeah,
table was
it's both ways,
fucking
yeah.
pussy.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Hey, shout out to all my real niggas out there. I want to shout your name out,
All right,
bro.
Boosie.
Listen, bro. Check this out. I hope you can recognize my voice, dog. Shout out to the real niggas
Don't
out
you say
there,
your
bro.
name
Cause see,
on here.
listen, we ain't going for that shit, boy. I don't know now one of y'all niggas that's simping out like that.
No, we're not. She said
no,
not the
I
people in
know
this
that,
room.
but I'm saying like yes.
but I
she's saying she
personally know
knows
niggas.
circumstances
Now I
like
gotta turn
that.
the volume down
I'm
'cause you
saying,
talk to the
bro,
microphone.
I appreciate it. Cause see, boy, if and one of y'all niggas with some simp niggas, boy, listen, it'll be a
but
whole
I bet-
problem.
She's not talking about the
I
niggas in
know
this room.
that, but I'm
But
saying,
I know y'all know niggas
I'm
who
saying-
have gotten with
you don't have to
bitches who
clarify
only
'cause
brought
you
pussy
don't
to the
nobody know your
table.
name.
listen, bro, boy,
Absolutely. I know a bunch of niggas
Jeffrey,
like that.
settle down.
And, and they
I know
floating the
a
whole
bunch of
fuck-
niggas like
and
that.
they
Yeah,
financing
Jeffrey.
the whole operation, and all that bitch is floating on this
Thank
pussy.
you.
Man, y'all niggas is tripping out there.
And
Niggas
vice
out there that's
versa.
doing
And
this
vice
shit.
versa.
said
I know
y'all
women
niggas-
who
I've
have
said
gotten
it.
with broke
Y'all
niggas
tripping.
Hold on,
who
who
ain't
going
came
next?
with
'Cause
nothing
we
but they
getting loud.
homeboy
Okay.
fucking Marys.
Thank you.
And they using their car to drop them off at work. We
That's what I'm
seen
saying.
bitches do that. We seen niggas
Not to be funny,
call the
absolutely.
fucking
Yeah. And my
neighborhood hoe because she bad.
Yeah, and my young
She got about 5 kids by 6 different men.
Look, man,
but you
them broke
floating-
niggas dropping dick, man. I don't care what
and
you
them
say.
broke women busting
I
They
it
ain't
wide
got
open.
nothing but dick to bring.
But you know what?
got to
Maybe
remember,
if you cut off their pussy supply, they be thinking about some other shit.
Shit.
Than
Hey,
pussy
hey,
and
man.
getting some fucking money.
What it is, dog eat dog out here,
But
man.
no, I agree
Survival
with
of the
both of y'all.
fittest.
You got to remember, when you get to a certain bottom level as well as top level of financial
Yeah, you got to bring
security,
more than sex.
Not
Yeah.
even it. You got to know what you can pull and what you can't pull. I knew when I was 19, 20, 21, 22, I had a certain tier of vagina. And as I got older,
Tear of
Not
vagina.
a tear of vagina.
Tear of
am
vagina.
I wrong?
No.
God.
She said no. I'm just saying, you got to remember, you ain't got to be no millionaire to fuck a quote unquote, you can't see us, but quote unquote bad bitch.
Absolutely not.
No.
But you can't be no nigga that work at goddamn McDonald's talking about I'm fucking all these dimes.
No.
Right or wrong?
You'd be surprised.
Man.
I'm talking about a genuine dime. And to me, there's no such thing as a dime. But
Well-
if I'm going to classify you as a dime, you're going to have a real job. You're going to have to look a certain
So
way.
selling pussy ain't a real job. Okay.
No, not to me it's not. Because
Shout out to
I've never bought no
OnlyFans.
pussy. I've had somebody else buy me some pussy, but I will not buy pussy because I don't have to. I'm not the finest nigga in the world, but I'm not ugly. I'm in the middle.
Not somebody
Hey,
bought
hey.
you some pussy. Okay.
You medium ugly.
I'm medium
I hate you.
handsome. No, the
Shit,
word
that's what the whole say they want. They want a medium ugly nigga. That's what
I ain't no goddamn medium ugly. I'm regularly handsome.
regularly.
This nigga done thought about this.
I've been using that phrase. He said he called me ugly. Goddamn.
Nah, I ain't call you ugly. I said medium
He said I'm
ugly.
medium ugly. Goddamn.
You know, like medium.
So just to
medium
clarify,
well done.
raise your hand if you don't care about fucking a broke bitch.
Everybody in here,
Every man in here.
put their hand up. Because we don't give a fuck about how much money you women have. Not you,
That doesn't
but
matter
women
to
have.
us.
It does in the long
Right,
term,
it
like
should.
if we want to be a couple.
It absolutely.
But initially, it
I'm about to
doesn't
say
matter.
as a couple that should matter.
Yeah. As a union, it matters. But as a one night stand, initially,
That
it doesn't
that shit
matter.
don't matter.
No,
It don't-
which is sad.
Oh yeah, I know it don't
But it
matter.
should
Like,
matter,
if you just
though.
gonna
Am I
thought about
wrong?
and pass, but like
But shouldn't it not matter
what?
after the first interaction?
I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, no,
You be consistently fucking broke bitches?
nigga.
Oh.
Consistently fucking broke bitches. I really
I
want to
make
go smoke a
I
cigarette.
make enough
You know
money. I
Huh?
don't really care about that money.
So, and man.
Not
Bro,
trying to
and
put how
you
much
just
I
put
make
some
out
gold
there,
and
but
shit out there.
Man,
Yeah,
I make
I
$4
really-
an hour. What you make?
man, stop.
You know
stop.
the thing about it though?
I don't
What's your-
really care.
I'm gonna say this, man. I would hope that a lot of people would,
Did y'all carry this for like
I would love
5
to
minutes
hear-
while I go smoke a cigarette?
100%. I'm gonna walk in
Amen.
there with you. Hold on, but don't go
Oh,
yet.
God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
say this right because I want to hear your response, right?
Wait, then don't ask
I
the
would
question.
even go so
don't ask the
far to
question.
say-
No, he wants to go
We'll
smoke.
be right back. We're going to pause for 5 minutes. And it won't be a 5 minutes in real time. And we are back. I'm back from my potty break. And we're going to continue.
Shout out to the hoes, man. Shout out to the hoes.
Broken otherwise.
Absolutely. So yeah, we are going to continue from roughly where we left off. So ma'am,
Yes.
you said something about you going to continue to say broke young men don't deserve vagina. Why is that?
And let's not discriminate.
Yes, sir.
Broke bitches don't deserve dick. I feel that on
But
both
them
sides.
broke bitches gonna get some dick, man.
Oh yeah.
I
Every
will.
time.
Yeah, I
yeah,
have
them
to
broke
emphasize
bitches gonna
this.
get dick.
And probably more so than broke niggas getting pussy.
Absolutely.
If we're just being honest.
You know what? I think it's 50-50.
Well, I think broke niggas get pussy if they got good dick. But if you a broke nigga and you got bad dick,
I think it comes from
I don't
good
know.
game.
Yeah, you got to pick a struggle, my boy.
No,
Pick a struggle.
I think it comes from good game.
because if she a broke, listen, if you meet a girl, she a broke bitch technically,
okay.
and y'all fuck, and you like this is fucking trash. You're not fucking her again, and you definitely not like entertaining anything more than fucking because you like, all right, she not even bringing good
I
pussy.
think it depends though.
What is
because
she
I've
doing
had
here?
some terrible vagina that I never went back for.
Right.
And she was broke. But I've also had good vagina and she was broke.
You know what?
And I
I'm not
went back.
saying money or like having being more financially stable makes you
Yes.
have good pussy. But I'm saying
Exactly.
like if I'm broke and I got bad pussy, or you broke and you got bad dick, what
She's
are we
in the
doing?
combination.
I'm
But
saying
you
what
got
are
to
we
remember
doing
that
together? What
for-
are you doing with her? That's just a friend then. Cause we not fucking no more. You got bad dick or bad pussy.
For me, I will say, and y'all, all three of y'all can disagree or agree. I think that some of that has to do with what you want from that person. If you don't really want nothing but sex, then
but
it
it's
doesn't-
bad sex. You gonna keep
No,
fucking
I'm talking
somebody
about.
who's bad?
I'm talking about broke
Oh.
bitches and broke niggas.
Yeah.
If you don't want nothing but sex, then it doesn't really matter what their financial
Oh no.
circumstances are.
Do you boo?
But on the internet, it sounds cool to be like, I don't fuck broke bitches. Like, bro, all of us have fucked or had relations or intimacy with broke women, and vice versa.
I'm more interested in the people who don't pay attention to the people that they get in a relationship with. Like, this is a broke bitch or a broke nigga who ain't got nothing to bring to this relationship.
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm not just talking like finances. I mean like their mindset in what a true partnership is a broke one. Like they're not really trying to support you. They're not trying to grow what the partnership could be. Okay. Like, so if they're not doing that and they
broke to the motherfucker.
They broke to the motherfucker. Like that's don't be wifing up broke bitches and don't be like cuffing broke niggas. Don't do that.
But what if you just involved with them?
Because they got good sex, but I'ma ignore literally everything else about
ignore all them red flags.
All them red flags. I'ma zoom past them red flags.
But is that
this Mario Kart, baby?
But is that an age thing, or do you think that's just a because I'm just saying for myself, I will admit that some or for the internet, 20-year-olds don't seem to be in that mindset. They like, we living our best life, which I have been in that stage as well, so I can't judge. But do y'all think that's an age thing where you go, look, I'm looking for somebody who is of a different mindset? Or do you think that's a mentality thing? Do you think it's...
I think it's a little column A, a little column B. Like,
okay.
Because I know some people our age and older that's like, why are you still entertaining people that clearly are not equal partners? Like they're not trying to be a partner in a relationship.
Is that based on what you want, or that's based on age? Or both?
Just
maturation.
Like on paper with the boxes that your partner should be checking. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone is not enhancing your life in a better way,
okay,
what is the purpose of this partnership? Because that's what a relationship is a partnership. So if I have to pull my weight and yours, you're bringing me down. You're a liability. And therefore, yes, if you're bringing me down, you're absolutely a liability.
Okay, what is bringing you down?
Like if I have to say I'm a man and I'm, because we were talking about broke niggas and broke bitches. So if I'm the primary breadwinner, which is great, not saying that's a bad thing.
Right.
But okay, so I'm paying all or majority of the bills.
Okay.
I'm expecting
y'all live together, right?
And y'all live together.
Okay.
In other areas of my life, my load should be lightened by you as my partner.
Is that because
a housewife.
I've taken.
If I'm paying all the bills,
however that goes, you ain't gotta stay
I'm asking.
at home.
I'm not saying it has to be. Is that a mutual thing? Like I lighten your load, you like.
Yes,
is that just financially?
No.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like if I've lightened your load in this lane,
okay,
then let's even that out on something in my life. Because I can't. Okay, now I've added your financial responsibilities to my.
Keep in mind, you're not financially the average woman. You make six figures. Don't worry about how much six figures.
You ain't.
No. But
most women don't make six figures.
If a man takes on the primary responsibility of joint bills,
okay,
like so some of my financials too, that's adding to his load, right?
Okay,
because you didn't have as much going out before me,
and vice versa.
So now you're adding to. So I want to subtract in another area of your life to lighten your load and even it back out.
Yeah, stress.
So
fucking.
So if that is stress, like
pussy.
Okay, hey, if it is, I cook you a hot meal, or the house is clean, or I happen to be the lead parent in our parenting if we're parents together, or I do simple shit like make your doctor's appointment, shit that you probably don't even think about all the time. Like simple shit like that.
Ain't nothing like a good doctor's appointment.
Yes, sir.
Making sure you stay on top.
Black man, we got to do better, baby.
So doing stuff like that to lighten your load because you've added to a different lane in this relationship. One of your categories is overflowing. So where can I pick up?
Nigga, pay attention.
I'm listening.
That nigga looking at the.
So if you're not
I'm
dating,
calling you, sir.
If you're not dating someone who seeks to be an equal partner,
yes,
what is the purpose of the relationship?
Sir, would you like to go?
I mean, I would agree, right? Like, what is the purpose of seeking a relationship with somebody who you feel like isn't, What is the purpose of seeking somebody
Thank
who
you,
isn't equally yoked?
Okay.
You know, so like, I mean, maybe I contribute that to like, you know, the women that maybe I've been surrounded with. I don't know. It's like,
But what do you define as equally yoked? Because
to me,
it varies.
it's a mentality, right?
So it's not
which does contribute to the finances, the way of life, the well-being of, you know, the family, you know, oriented situation.
So is it finances or is it mentality? Because you
is,
said both.
To me,
it's
it's more of the mentality. I've just had the luxury of the financial situation not being a problem. But I think that's because I don't even entertain the thing to where I feel like it's gonna be, you know, a financial problem. Like I don't know. Maybe I don't run into a lot of women that are broke. You know what I'm saying? But in the same note, it's like,
yes, sir.
I don't care what you bring financially to the table, because I just feel like that's already just an expectation that you can hold your own. Like, I'm not putting myself in no situation where I'm, you know, fucking with some busted ass bitches. You know what I'm saying?
No bum
Damn,
bitch.
busted ass bitch.
Oh, busted ass bitch.
Bums.
Sir, what have you experienced?
Honestly, I'm like OG. I haven't been around many broke or busted ass bitches. Having said that, though, I'm not.
Wait, how old are you?
30.
Oh, goddamn, I'm
Yeah.
old as a motherfucker.
Keep in
All right,
mind,
continue.
keep in mind our background too.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, I haven't really ran into many busted broke bitches. Having said that, though, I done made enough money to where I'm not looking for your money to help me out. Actually, I'm looking to. I grew up old school. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with my grandparents, so my granddad took care of everything.
Okay.
Financially,
Mm-hmm.
my grandma she didn't know what a bill was.
Okay.
She had no idea what that was, but she took care of home. She made sure everything was straight.
So they were partners.
Exactly. Yeah,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, it was a whole team effort.
My grandparents as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you think, I'm gonna ask you and all three of y'all, do y'all think we should go back to the old mentality, or do you think we should figure it out in today's?
I think you should do
like
what works for your relationship.
I agree.
Like, if you're the type of man that like, I want to be a provider and I'm able to, like, hey, your income is an additive, like,
remember now, you make more than
you're
most
not the
men.
norm. So
I'm not even talking about me. I'm saying,
I'm just making sure you clarify for these broke bitches.
If you're able to, but with that being said, I've made more financially than anyone I've ever been in a relationship with, and I've never.
But that's not the norm.
And I've never paid the majority of bills.
Hey,
but that's most guys, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Most guys
like,
wanna.
But that's because I like a more traditional role. Like,
you'd hate me then, because
I
ain't gonna let you make more than me. God damn it!
How you gonna stop me?
Because I'm gonna push you down some stairs.
That's cool. I want to come home, sit down.
You already went from home.
Nigga, you going to jail.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, what do you do with a man who's working hard like a motherfucker, but he doesn't make what you make? You make six figures. Everybody here makes.
I don't need a man to make what I make. I'm
saying,
partner. What are you doing to make my life easier?
Okay, so remove yourself from the circumstances. Most women, on average, make about $50,000, which is
great.
It's fine
Boss
as long as
bitches.
they pay your bills.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if they have a man who also makes $50,000, is that okay?
Yeah. It's not who makes more. It's about, is this an equal partnership?
What does that mean?
I explained that.
I know, but I want to hear one more again.
If
for the drunk people like me.
Like, okay, for instance, say we both make 50, right?
Okay.
And we live together, we have a kid, we're married. So we're splitting the bills 50-50.
Yes.
To me, that also means we need to split everything else 50-50. I'm not going to work, and we both went to work, and I'm paying bills too, and then I got to come home and do majority of the housework or be the lead parent. Like, then that's not an equal partnership.
I agree with you.
So if we're splitting bills, we need to split the rest of the responsibilities. If you paying majority of the bills, then I need to be doing majority of
let me ask you this.
The housework.
So in my household, we split the bills down the middle, and we split the responsibilities as far as laundry and cooking.
Right.
We take turns doing all of that.
Okay.
Why is not for you, ma'am? I can't say your name, but ma'am, why is that frowned upon when that's equal responsibility? That I'm technically on
frowned upon by whom?
The internet says I'm a fuck boy.
Oh, okay.
Am I wrong?
I didn't know that.
The internet says if we split the bills and responsibilities,
you're less than.
I'm a fuck boy on the internet, not in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Why does that make a man who splits on average the responsibilities and the financial responsibilities down the middle? Why does that make him a fuck boy?
I don't have an answer for that because I wouldn't see why you would call somebody like that a fuck boy personally.
I'm supposed to face all the bills and put in on responsibilities in the house.
I'm gonna keep it real, man.
Yes, sir.
The people that call you fuck boys in those situations,
yes, sir,
they usually single. They usually,
I know.
Yeah, they usually single. It's like, they bitter and single. It's like, I wouldn't dare date a man that went 50-50. Well, you don't have a man, baby. So your opinion is invalid.
So you're going 100-0 right now.
You pay all your
so you're going to pay 100% of the bill by yourself?
Yes.
All right, baby, cool. Yeah, that's you. That's your prerogative. That's your thing.
So I'm not crazy.
Nah, you're not crazy.
No, I think that's crazy. To expect. I think if y'all going 50-50 on everything,
hey, cool. Whatever works for y'all relationship.
But I think if you got I said, if I'm
a beast, but I'm just saying,
if one person is paying majority of the bills, like say as the man, you paying 80% of the bills, the shared bills, and then you got to come in and do half of the cleaning and half of the chop.
But what if we taking turns though? And I'm just in that, like we talked about earlier. Hypothetically, if I'm in that downtrodden, I'm going through something. Hypothetically, I don't know, such and such. I don't want to wish death on nobody, but such and such died, and it was somebody close to me, and I'm down. Am I allowed to be down?
Yeah,
because I would think it's vice. Sir, you really been on that phone?
No, I'm with you.
I want to give your name out. Just
shout out to the hoes.
Shout out to
the hoes.
Shout out OnlyFans.
Sir, what have you been thinking all this time? Nothing because you ain't been paying attention. But
no,
cool.
I mean, man.
I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute.
I think a lot of this we've been able. A lot of our discussion tonight has been based off of the premise of what we do see on social media.
Hit us with some real life shit.
The real life shit, man, is like, oh my! I almost
don't you say nobody's name, sir.
Please don't say no name.
The real life thing is kind of what she tapped on where it's like I'm gonna put it like this. What are you willing to tolerate? What are you willing to deal with? Because
I put the microphone down, so go.
What are you willing to tolerate or deal with? Because we can say that society says that we should do this or shouldn't do that or whatever, right? Or follow what the trend is. But it's almost look, it's your tolerance. What are you willing to deal with and what are you willing, to not? And you got some simps out there. You got some guys that are stand-up guys or stand-up women who, kind of roll with whatever it is that they want. But at the end of the day, man, like, I don't know. It's what are you willing to tolerate? And that's just going to be what's that. So it kind of, at least, and I'm going to say this in closing. You really can't pinpoint or get to the bottom of a lot of the conversations, the prominent or relevant conversations that we have nowadays because it's so subjective. It's very subjective, man. Like, my tolerance is gonna be different than yours, and yours, and the next man. And at the end of the day, shit, you got to do what make you happy. But do you really find that? You know what I mean? Like, do you really find that? Because I do think that although we base a lot of these conversations off of what social media says, and maybe it's not realistic, a lot of people compare their lives to what social media or society says.
Okay. Continue.
And I think it makes it so much harder, man, on relationships and finding what you want out of life, because we all live in a world of trying to find our own reality while dealing with a fantasy of social media. Because everybody wants the bad bitch, for example. Or all men want the bad bitch, or all women want the guy that makes the whatever money, $400,000 a year. I give you a perfect example, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at Kevin Samuels.
Oh, he done passed away, that wonderful individual. Y'all might not like me, but I agree with some of what he said.
I respected a lot of what he said.
I respect a lot of what he said.
People didn't like his delivery.
Not all of it.
I know that.
People didn't like his delivery, but his message was always on point. And I feel like a lot of his videos that went viral were about women and not enough about men. Because he told men.
He was
about to say he was
firing that niggas up now. He was firing that ass up. Y'all see that video when he said
he was talking about the one young fat nigga that worked at McDonald's?
Yeah,
no, he was killing T-Mobile.
He let that nigga have it. Like, damn.
He was like, you a short, fat nigga that's 20 years old with a little dick.
God damn.
And you talking about you want a woman to submit to you, nigga. You
damn,
ain't shit.
you can't even offer her nothing. You can't even offer her a big dick.
But he
you know what I'm talking about?
Damn, bro.
I'm talking about the nigga. No, he said the nigga was on he was working at T-Mobile, and he said that.
I said,
and
God,
he said,
damn.
That, like y'all said, the nigga, he said, what's your height, weight? Before he started getting criticized for talking about women, he said, what's your height, weight? The dude was like, it was like 5'6", 5'7". And then he said, what you weigh? He was like 250, 300, whatever he was. And then he said, bruh, he said, you short and fat. He said, do you got a big dick?
Yes.
And the guy
said,
what? Well, what do you consider?
What do you consider a big dick?
Average or some shit like that.
Exactly.
And that nigga said, no, nigga, I got a big dick. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me, my dick ain't little. It ain't ginormous, but goddamn it, if you ask me, it ain't little.
Man, I don't give a fuck what niggas talking. I got
you know if you got a big
dropping,
dick.
nigga.
Well,
Fuck that.
you know one, so I'm not gonna announce my size, but I'm just saying it ain't little. So goddamn it, if a nigga asks me, hey, you got a little dick? No, it's not little. He was hesitant. Yes. And people got to remember
that's
that.
A no. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know if you got a big dick or not.
Exactly. That's the same thing he said.
Yes.
You know you got a big dick or not, nigga.
Yes.
And I'm gonna even speak this, and I feel like I'm speaking for women, and maybe I'm not right. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's like there should have been some type of confidence behind that, because it's like, even if you ain't got a big dick, if you know how to work it, you would have came back with some sense of confidence.
You can't be no fat ass short nigga.
Like, yeah, you gotta get these hoes something, nigga.
Yes,
like which goes back to
gotta give you
bringing more than pussy to the table. You a short fat fuck.
It goes both ways
with little dick. Like,
exactly.
What are we doing here? What are you doing here?
Baby dick.
But if it is a little dick,
better, man.
and you know what you're doing in there, hey,
what them old folks say, bless his heart, bless his.
No, I ain't never heard nobody say that to me.
But the motion in the ocean.
Don't you lie to us.
I'm really not. Preferably.
So you want some good motion?
That nigga never got that call.
No, I'm not saying like a little boat, but if you're not what quote unquote like a big dick, if you just got an average size dick, but you know how to make a person feel good,
that motherfucker, make that bitch nut.
You know what's fucked up though?
You good?
Average is like 5 inches, 5 inches.
Yes, that's very deflating to somebody
but
who
you know
don't
what?
have
But
that.
if you took a poll of like 20 women and you said, like, would you
have
prefer?
you ever really experienced that many little boats?
Average boats? Not a lot. But I don't.
That nigga is the dick whisperer.
But I also don't.
that nigga just knows.
We got a friend. Me and this
you
guy
have
over
a
here.
big
We
dick,
got
my
a friend who considers herself like a pain princess. Like the
What's
bigger
that
the
mean?
better. Like that's her
That
preference.
bitch want 13 inches or better.
Like if it ain't
crazy.
big,
That
she
bitch
don't
want a forearm in her
that ain't
pussy.
her preference. So she likes the big. For me, I'm not trying to be in pain. I want to enjoy this experience.
yeah,
So there is
I
a such thing as too big.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
And
these motherfuckers' canals ain't
that's-
so big.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
It's
woman
only
by
4 to
woman.
5
Like
inches deep
because
on average.
some women long and wide. Others,
I'm just saying medically,
Yeah.
on average, 4 to 5 inches deep.
I got Asian ancestors, so I don't want no fucking huge ass,
He's an Asian ancestors.
big ass
Bless her
dick.
heart.
Like, cause I'm not enjoying it. It's painful.
Right, it gets to a point where
It's not an
excessive,
experience. So not a small dick, but not no like, hey, I got 10 inches long, 3 inches round. Like, oh, okay, where are you putting that at?
All in your booty.
Man, chill.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, if you got about 5.5,
You said all in your booty.
I was just.
You fuck with the anal sex thing?
I've had
Nah.
anal sex, yeah.
Nah,
I'm
I ain't
not
never
opposed
fucked.
to it.
Nah, I ain't never fucked
Never?
with it, man. Never.
Sir, how old are you again? 30?
30.
I'm 38.
I never ate no
bro. That's
booty
what I
or.
is.
You never ate no
stuck-
booty.
Nah, man.
I've definitely ate
Not a
few
spit,
asses. Not
not
every
on a,
ass.
Not on a spit on that motherfucker, but
You
I ain't
spit on
never.
it for what?
you just
If you're
spitting
not
on random
going-
booties.
Just cause.
Just cause.
You're not going into shag?
I try to
Sir,
disrespect them a little bit.
it's-
A medium disrespect.
It's not
too
better
much.
than vagina, but it's really good.
Nah, man. I ain't never fucked with the anal, man.
Huh?
Never, man.
You know what? Here's
You never.
all right.
Never.
What?
I thought about it a couple times, but I was like, nah, I ain't.
You ain't missing that out. I mean, I don't know from a man's perspective.
Uh-oh.
You good?
It's
You never ever. What? Well,
Nah.
You spit on some booty, but didn't
Yeah, man.
inject the booty?
You was just
Nah,
spitting.
never
What
stuck,
was you spitting
never,
for?
never
just
stuck
in the
my
middle
tongue.
of sex spitting.
Yeah. It's like spitting in hoes' mouths.
Sir,
and
I haven't
just
done that,
random.
but I want to.
Shit, I done
I'm
that
just
plenty of
imagining you
times.
just randomly spitting on booty that you don't do nothing
Like,
with.
yeah.
Yes,
like
you
eating-
spit on the
like-
butthole and just like, have a good night. Peace.
like
And you
eating
just
pussy
don't-
from the back and just the butthole there is just
But what I'm saying, I'm not saying you had to go ham, but like, why did you spit on it if you was going to just.
random alcohol.
all right, so
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
I'll give you.
That booty
My
hole look
perspective.
amazing.
it was random.
What
yeah,
the fuck?
It's random as hell.
Nah, I
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
just
stick
spit
my
on this
tongue
booty
there.
hole.
Why?
Nah, man. Just never did it.
So
You scared of
wait,
it?
so when you eating pussy, you never took a long lick and maybe licked a little extra?
Sir.
Mm-mm.
You
I
better
lick
eat that booty
more
and
on the
quit
clip.
Huh?
Yeah, I lick more on the clip.
I
Sir,
mean, yeah.
number 2.
But you
Have
never
you ate
did
some
like
butt?
a long lick.
Yes, 100%.
Never.
What you, goddamn it, what the fuck you mean you
Missionary
never ate no
from the
butt?
back.
Lick that bitch like it's the
Lamb on your
rose, like I'm a
side.
rose or something.
Sir,
Sitting
Yeah.
on your face
You
like it's.
genuinely never ate no
yeah.
butt.
Nah, never.
Why?
Just never
Did
thought
she
to do
ask,
it.
Would you do it?
Probably not, dog. I've never been asked either.
Man, you
But-
know, I'm
You-
a
You
I'm
wait,
38.
but would you let her lick your butt?
No.
Hell yeah, you
Hell
can eat
nah.
my butt.
Hell no.
Y'all want some scary
Nah.
shit. I'm not saying every woman.
I ain't comfortable.
Okay, so
I can't think of a masculine.
Let me ask you this question.
I've
right?
been in some very
Why
feminine
don't you
positions
do
and
it? If you could
sucks.
sum it up in a few words,
What?
why won't you do it?
Eating butt? Or
No,
No.
why won't you
I
let a
can't
woman-
think of a masculine pose.
there ain't
for
no
it.
masculine pose. Get your
Exactly.
butt.
Why? But why? Is because it seems gay?
I thought
Yeah.
that
No, be
initially.
honest.
I
Yeah.
thought initially.
Nah, real shit, yeah.
I've done
Here's
it.
a question
I've
that I asked.
gotten it done.
Wait, you got your butt licked?
Let me get this out right quick, bro. All right,
Go
so
ahead.
check this out. All right, so you won't
like
do
you
it
wanna call his
because
name.
if it
Hey!
seems gay, it seems gay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The pose or the act of getting
isn't
licked?
why isn't getting your dick sucked gay?
Oh, no.
Follow
know what
me,
you're
follow
saying.
me,
Brother,
follow me,
brother,
just
I'm
follow
with
me.
you.
Yeah, I ain't following you. You got to guide me because I'm not following
No,
you.
what he's saying is, if I'm wrong, correct me, sir. I want to call your name. God damn it. A mouth, technically, a mouth is a mouth, right?
I got you.
Huh?
You're essentially
A mouth is a mouth.
Essentially, yes,
Yeah,
that's
a
what I'm
mouth is a
saying.
mouth.
I got you.
So what he's saying is, What's the difference between
A booty hole is a booty hole.
A butthole is a butthole.
Nah, dog.
Yes. So if a
difference
woman can
is-
suck your dick, a man can suck your dick. I'm just saying.
I know what
listen,
you're saying.
I get that.
Here's what
I get that, but
there's this homophobic. Like I don't understand.
No,
Like,
it's a weird thing, but
gang,
you
I'm
got
not
to
letting
remember
nobody
though.
lick my ass, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm
bro.
not letting nobody lick my asshole.
No,
I'ma
he's not
give
saying
you
a
a
man. He's
No,
saying
ain't no man gonna lick
give
your
you
ass, bro.
across the board. And on this note, thank you for listening to Friends with Goodness. Oh hell! What he's saying is the sensation is not based on just feeling alone, not the visual. You can still busting a nut, right?
You can do the Captain Morgan. That's manly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
so look,
saying that let a nigga suck your dick. I'm just saying
That's definitely not
neither
what
is he, and neither is he. What we're saying is the sensation.
What's the difference? I
Exactly.
get what you're saying.
A butthole is a butthole. But
right,
I
so,
will say,
okay.
oh, go ahead.
to me, in my personal experience, bro,
Sound.
just from my experience, if you need me to hold on,
No, go.
just from my experience, maybe, you know what I think you need, bro? A nasty, and I don't mean bitch in the terms of like demeaning. You need a nasty bitch to suck your dick, and you just be laying back on your back. Man, just follow me for a second.
Lick that asshole one good
Listen,
time.
because if you getting some nasty head, right?
We get some fire.
If you get some
head,
nasty
ooh.
head and you think it's the best in your life, but you didn't get your balls licked, you ain't had the best head you've ever had. Okay, right.
Yeah.
But if she doing it so good, she done made her way to your tank, right?
Yeah,
And
the gooch.
I'm telling you, your
I've
gooch
had a couple of
is
them
the
lick
most
my
sensitive
gooch.
area in
Wrap
the
up
world.
this.
And listen, okay.
Go ahead.
I've never had none lick my ass.
Let one of them lick your ass, nigga.
Nah,
I just want to say
yes,
that
Have you
I
licked
don't
some
think.
ass?
No,
Never.
I've never
You can't be
wanted
attracted
to.
to never lick
I've
some
never
ass.
wanted to lick an ass, and I've never been asked to lick an ass.
I've never
have,
asked.
I have, however, done a
Lick
spot
that
play.
booty. I lick that booty.
So I've never
I'm
licked
sorry,
an
Charlie.
ass, but I have done a spot play.
Have you had your butt licked?
Oh yeah.
Was
But-
it bad or good?
Surprising. It was just like you
Would
licking
you
my
object
ass.
to it again?
It's not like something I'll request. If
But
you down
do you
there
object?
and you want to lick my butt, lick it. Whatever you want to lick on me, lick away.
Hey.
But it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna feel left out because you didn't lick my butt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a neglecting type thing because I'm not really into ass play. But if you just want to lick my butt, we can do
It didn't
that.
feel bad, right?
I mean, I had a nigga suck the back of my kneecap. So if you want to lick my butt,
Wait,
That's
what?
so fucking random.
You know what? On this
Back
note,
of your kneecap.
thank you for listening to Friends with Good Intentions. We fucked the back of people's kneecaps. I don't know what the fuck that means, but thank you for listening. And we get the fuck out of here.
I done heard niggas